In this video, you'll learn how to complete an applicant's right to work in the UK check in the NHS Jobs service. If a right to work check is needed, you'll need to check the applicant's status and evidence as part of completing their pre-employment check. From your employer dashboard, select the pre-employment checks link. On the pre-employment checks page, the outstanding check section shows a right to work check is incomplete. From the what needs doing next section, select the view checks or withdraw offer link. On the conditional offer has been accepted page, select the check pre-employment checklist option and select the continue button. On the pre-employment checklist page, select the right to work in the UK link. In this example, the status is not started as you haven't started the applicant's right to work check. You're asked, does the applicant need a right to work in the UK check? If they do, select yes and select continue. If they don't, select no and select continue. If selected, you can change or confirm your answer. In this example, a right to work check is needed. On the what you will need to know page, read the information and select continue. On the what they told us page, the applicant has added a status of British or Irish citizen. If this is correct, select yes and select continue. If it isn't correct, select no and select continue. If selected, you'll need to select their correct immigration status. You're asked, what type of right to work in the UK do they have? To confirm their type, select an option and select continue. You're asked, what did they give as their evidence of right to work in the UK? To confirm their evidence, select an option and select continue. On the enter the document number page, in the document number box, enter the document number and select continue. You're asked, when was the document issued? In the day, month and year boxes, enter the date, for example 15/03/2012 and select continue. You're asked, when does this document expire? In the day, month and year boxes, enter the date and select continue. You're asked, when was this document received? In the day, month and year boxes, enter the date and select continue. On the date this document was checked page, in the day, month and year boxes, enter the date and select continue. You're asked, who checked this document? In the first name and last name boxes, enter the name and select continue. You're asked, is the right to work document acceptable? If it is, select yes and select the save and continue button. If it isn't, select no and select save and continue. You're asked, add a note about the right to work document. To add a note, select yes and select save and continue. If you don't want to add a note, select no and select save and continue. In this example, you're adding a note. In the subject and detail boxes, enter the note and select save and continue. You're asked, add another note about the right to work. To add another note, select yes and select save and continue. If you don't want to add another note, select no and select save and continue. On the right to work document details page, check the information you've added is correct. To change this information, select a change link. To add another note, select the add another note link. Once complete, select save and continue. In this example, you've accepted the right to work check documents as the status is completed. If you didn't accept them, the status is rejected. As you've successfully completed the applicant's right to work in the UK check in NHS Jobs, right to work in the UK is removed from the outstanding check section of the pre-employment checks page. To find out more information, visit the NHS Jobs Employer Hub at beta.jobs.nhs.uk/home.